You know
Good
how
evening.
some days you have those days where you just feel like you look like an a-hole?
Well, look at me. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God, what's happened to us?
It's called age.
I've been singing this morning in my choir as well. I should be...
Full of the joys of spring.
Even makeup hasn't done anything.
Oh, God. You're
So-
this is just a fishing expedition
Yes.
for compliment
Tell me I look
after compliment after compliment.
Well, you're not doing very well.
Well, I did before, but now I can't be bothered.
And your hair's got a very bouffant quality to it. This.
It's because it's dry. You see, I was in the shower and then I do the diddle-do with the fit.
What's the diddle-do?
Well, I put water. I don't shampoo it every day.
Okay.
But then when it goes dry, which it is now,
very
it stands up like a...
It's very soft. You're very soft. I cut my fringe as well. Because I saw my granddaughter she cut her fringe and it looked so cute. So I thought, I'm going to do the same. It's not quite the same when you're 74 years old. Having a little...
God help us.
Bangs.
What is the point?
Anyway.
Why are we here? We're here to talk about life.
Yes.
And the joys of being old. And I can't think of one.
I can.
Oh, what?
I think it's slightly better than being below Earth.
I'm not sure.
With a tombstone on top of you.
Yeah, but you don't know. Could be amazing.
But it's boring. I mean, you're just there, aren't you? Nothing left to do, nothing left to talk about.
Yeah, but we escape into the energy, don't we? When you see a dead body, you can tell there's something missing.
Yes. Where's it gone?
So that energy is gone, so it might be great.
Oh, okay.
Might be floating in the ether, just diddling around.
I guess it's like sleeping. Going to sleep.
Oh, well, sleeping, yes.
I just don't want to have any nightmares while I'm, Anyway, let's not talk about this, because if you're a young person watching, you don't want to hear two old people talking about death.
I don't think any young people are watching
okay,
this,
so
babe.
you're
I think
all old.
It's for 95s and over.
I think...
On the cusp of death.
That
yes.
To get to our age, you have to have been somewhat courageous and somewhat having gone through stuff.
Really?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Like our own daughter doesn't understand what we went through in 1985. We'd been here for 2 years.
Correct.
And you did not like corporate America. You were director of something.
Yes. All of those things, yes.
And you had a team and all that, but you didn't like the president of the company.
3 teams, yes. 3 managers with 3 teams.
And
all that good stuff.
And he was very small, and you were very tall. He didn't like you.
Yes, okay.
So anyway, the upshot is that you got yourself fired, didn't you?
Well,
you came.
right.
I think
yes.
you.
Yes.
I think you actually called me up and said, "Oh, the shit's hit the fan," and so we were here in America,
right,
with no job. And so we started our training company with no money. Looking back, I don't think I could do that now, but we did it then.
Oh, not that.
With
yes,
the energy.
Then it's all exciting and wonderful, and it's the thought of running your own business and that. And here we are, 38 years later, and it's kind of still going, but it's like, we're just retired now.
Yes, but you're going off on it.
Yes, I'm going off on a tangent that you don't like. Yes, get back to what you want. It's all about, yes.
It's all about me.
Uh-huh.
The thing that I don't understand is like our children do not understand what we did and how amazing it was that we, with no money, started this company, got companies like Motorola, GE, Siemens, huge corporations that paid us to do their training, to design their training programs for all of their staff. Jeff and I, neither of us finished college.
There you are.
No degrees, and yet we did it. We got
a couple of stumble bums, really.
Millions of dollars. And
yes, we made millions. Lost them all, though.
Right.
Yes. And so here we are with nothing.
So you're determined to take us down the path of shite.
No, but listen, if we think about our own parents, right?
Yes.
So we were the young ones.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know what they went through.
Well, I know that your dad did, 35 sorties in the Second World War?
37, but it doesn't mean... just to say that, yes, he flew over Germany 37 times in a bomber.
In a bubble with a machine gun.
Right, but it doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, really? Uh-huh. Next. So we don't... There's something happens that we don't sort of equate that with much of anything.
Yes.
You know, looking back on it now at this age, we can go, oh, my God.
Right.
What they went. And my mother in the land army, you know, in some farm in England, because she was sent off in a brown uniform to be on a farm, milking cows, never milked a cow in her life. And here she was at 16.
Yeah.
Gave birth to my sister at 17.
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
How did that happen? Was it a dirty farm
It
or
was a cow.
something? Or?
What are you talking about?
I know what happened. So your dad was at war. So how old was he then? He was at war.
18.
He was 8. Oh, Jesus. So he was 18 years old. There he was
Strapped in a
bubble with a machine gun in a bomber 37 times going over Germany, bombing. Jesus, how many people's he killed?
Well, no,
Many.
he was on a machine gun trying to shoot down planes.
Oh,
so if he shot down a plane, I suppose he might... Well, one of the fighter planes, there was one guy.
Right.
But yeah, they were dropping bombs on thousands of people and killing them. And fire bombs just to set them on fire.
Lordy.
Anyway, so yeah, and you know, they started off with nothing and he ended up doing really well and dragging us out of... What's the word?
War.
Well, not war, but
where we could all be speaking German.
Where we were in. What's the word? Not you can't say.
I don't know what you're trying to say. A morass,
no.
Devastation,
No.
Tragedy.
What? We lived in a very what's the
Oh,
blue
Jesus.
collar.
Oh.
You're very slow.
You're the one that's
you
slow,
don't get anything.
you big noggin nonce.
Yes, very good.
Oh my God.
But he dragged us up from...
Oh, I see. What you're
bootstraps.
trying to say is that his family were all very blue collar. I think they worked in the gas lines or something, digging gas pits.
For the water company, digging up holes with water pipes.
Oh God. So he dragged you up from there and then you became wealthy, a wealthy family.
No, not wealthy. What do you call it? Middle class. From...
Have you ever heard of
Yes,
Me
and.
Too? Yes, and it's yes, and.
Well,
we were
very wealthy. What are you talking about?
Well, you were very wealthy to me because we were in a semi-detached house and you were in a detached house on Kingsway, which was a very salubrious neighbourhood. So with your mum standing on the top step and your nasty little dog Scotty barking at everybody that went by. But back to what I was saying was, so your dad was 18, your mum was, 16, nearly 17, and he obviously came home, and they did the Big Bang together, and then your mum was pregnant.
Correct.
Then they got married.
Yes. And what was that like? I still don't know where they got married, who was there when they got married. No idea. Obviously a registry office, is that what they call it?
Yes, and there was no money, so they all had to wear ordinary clothes, I think.
Oh, hell. There was no money at all. But anyway.
So the courage of people is immense, and nobody really knows about it unless you write a best-selling book with everything out there of how you did it, and you know.
Well, even then, no. But I'm trying to say that we forget... Oh, we don't want to remember. That's why our girls and our grandchildren don't really know what we've done.
No.
Because they're doing their own thing. They're leading their life. I think it's this, each generation has to get on with their life and their problems.
Yes.
And their, cutting and hacking their way through life. So we become, as we are now, kind of like, oh dear, they can't do this now, and he mustn't do that, and he can't pick things. It's like, fuck off.
What are you talking about? He can't.
Don't pick up anything because you're not well, and he shouldn't be going up a ladder. And
you're talking about yourself. That people are saying to you.
I was talking about.
Gosh, you're a little bit all over the place here this morning.
Or could you focus a little bit? Focus
and
in.
There you go.
on what we're saying.
You are a little
Listen to what we're saying.
Sagittarian. You're always firing your fiery arrows, aren't you? Oh, here's another arrow.
We're like idiots now.
True.
Which is really annoying.
Well, here's something.
Yes.
So I'm in the choir, and my little choir friend. There's like 80 of us in this choir, but the one that sits next to me, I won't mention her name because, anyway. So she'd just been on this trip. Now her husband had died, and she's on this trip. So she's always looking for people to be with, and there was 3 people, a couple and another woman, and so she got friendly with this woman, and I guess spent a lot of time with her. And then at the very last day, so they'd been there for almost 3 weeks, around Japan and Asia and everything. Very last day, this woman sent an email that she thought was just going to the team leader, and in this email she said, I don't want to sit next to my friend again. It's terrible that I was made to sit next to her all during this vacation. And this went to everybody in the group. And my friend she said, I felt like I'd been stabbed through the heart, and she couldn't sleep. And so, technology, we have to be just really careful about it.
Oh, is that what this is about?
Yeah.
Technology?
Well, no, I guess we can get it back to courage. So my friend had the courage to carry on and, just not take any notice of it. I'm putting my hand under your arse.
So anyway,
it's not up your arse. It's just because I'm just
around. All right, around and around, up my arse like that. Yes.
It's nice and warm under there.
Oh, it's nice
and warm. It's a lovely, warm, cuddly ass that you have.
There you go. Yes, I know that.
Yes.
What it is that somebody would actually send a message to the team leader.
Yeah.
After it all.
Right.
To say that.
Yes.
Why? What was that about?
Right.
What kind of thinking person would do that?
Yeah.
What nasty little person they must be.
Well, let me ask you.
Yes.
How would you have handled that? So, because that can happen. Like, if somebody's sitting with you, you don't really want them. They keep coming like, oh my God, here we are again.
Well, I would be upset if I got the email.
No. Oh. You are the person that you don't want to sit next to this person. So you're the person that eventually sends the email out or the text or whatever it was. What could she have done?
Was there separate meal times? Was the different thing? Could she have gone to her wherever? Were they on a ship or were they in lodgings and
hotels?
Could she have gone to her own hotel room and had something delivered there? If it's too much, if this person is a chatterbox, which I believe she is.
Mm-hmm, my friend's a chatterbox.
Sure, she didn't want the chatterbox. You do something else.
Right.
I think I'll have my meal in my room today.
Oh, that's a bit nasty, isn't it? You're on vacation, you've got to have your meal in your room.
No,
I wouldn't
darling,
have done that.
Just think. Just again, concentrate.
Listen,
I don't want to be with this person who I have to be with at the meal table.
Concentrate, Jeff. Just concentrate now.
I'm not feeling...
Focus. Come on. Focus.
I wish you were... So that you can say, I'm not feeling... I think I'll have my meal in my... Nothing... It's not upsetting for anybody.
That's upsetting for the person that now has to go and have their meal in their bloody bedroom of the hotel.
Oh my God, it's the woman that doesn't want the person to be with, that chatters all the time, is now making the excuse to say, I'm not feeling well, I want my meal in my room, to get away from the chatterbox.
That's a ridiculous way of doing it. That's like a cowardly way. I'm not going to say anything. I'm now going to go and hide in my room on my vacation.
I'm not feeling...
I know, but that's awful. You don't want to say...
Who does that? The person...
I would never do that.
She gets to sit in her room quietly
by herself.
To get away from the chatterbox. The chatterbox goes, I hope you're going to be fine.
Absolute
Nothing
rubbish.
happens.
Just total rubbish. So now this poor woman that doesn't want my friend sitting next to her is now on vacation with this other couple that she went with, and they'd been away like many times together. She's now sitting on her own in a hotel room just because she doesn't want to be with my friend.
Relaxing and having a lovely time.
Oh, stop it. No, this is what you have to do.
Oh, what?
Well, it's body language. I mean, if I don't like somebody, if I don't want to be with them, then I just, no answering really. You know, how are you having? I'm having a great time, but actually today I'm just going to be quiet. I'm just going to hang out with my two friends. I've really enjoyed.
That's a insult to the other one. Oh my God! It's no wonder you don't have many friends. Really?
Yes.
Yes.
But
I'm
I'm
happy.
happy.
What you just said.
I'm happy, and I'm not sitting in.
What
a
do you
room
think your person is
by
now
myself.
feeling?
Fine.
You just said, I just want to be with the other two people.
Yes. It's truthful and honest.
You actually don't get that might be incredibly insulting to the person that's with you.
It might be insulting, but it's much better than sending a bloody
it might be
text
insulting,
out
but it's better than
to the whole team to say
was
I
nasty.
that was nasty. This is just a way you can do it in a way of like let's we'll role play. You're my friend and you're coming and you're about to sit down and okay, I say, do you know what? Today, you know how I travel with this couple and we've got some things we just want to talk about. And do you mind if we just, just kind of have our dinner on our own without you?
Oh, dear. I rest my case, I think. Oh, God, help us. Never mind. This is what I've had to live with for 54 years.
Oh, for God's sake.
Unbelievable
I would
comments.
much rather be honest in that way than sit on my own on my vacation because I don't want this person sitting next to me.
Very good.
Send your comments and tell us what you would do. Oh, my lordy lord. Anyway, this last thing I'm going to tell you about. It also happened in the choir. So the choir director is a female and there's a big stage behind her on which is a grand piano, and then the music director, he plays the piano. Anyway, she came in this morning and the 80 choir was sitting there and she couldn't get the speaker volume on her thing. So, and then he finally came and she said, oh, can you, there's something not working with this.
Oh, right.
Right. And he said, have you turned it on?
Oh, God. And she hadn't.
No, she said, of course I've turned it on. I hate when men do that and say, have you turned it on?
Mansplaining. How dare you?
So anyway, so the guy gets and he's now at the back of the piano with the speaker and everything, and he turns it on. And
what did she say?
She said, oh, it's working now. And he said, yes, I turned it on. It was turned on. He said, well, did you turn the bottom knob on? Anyway, it was just hilarious. The whole choir was laughing.
At her?
Yes.
She feels a complete...
Yes, she didn't like it. So, and my God, do you know what? We're walking through life and we're making mistakes all the time.
Yes.
All the time. We're making things... We're saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing. I mean...
Yes.
And you just have to get over it. You've got to get over it and move on. I feel a coughing fit coming on, so maybe we need to leave.
Again. I think you really need to go to the doctor and have a complete overhaul. If you were a car, we'd have to take the engine out, look at the oil pump, and do all of that.
Do you know what it is?
Because you're sneezing all the time, you're coughing all the time. There's something going on.
I love myself. I love my sneezing. I love my coughing. I just haven't had enough water today. I need to hydrate my brain.
Oh, please, yes.
So
pump something in there.
Get some water down you and
think of England.
Have a fabulous rest of the day.
Oh, right, we're out.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Love you. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Subscribe.